We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports.
Red on red.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw right away.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball on a well-timed route.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Yards are hard to come by there. We'll work it down to the 37-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They motion a receiver right. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain, and 4th down's coming up. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an L.
Oh, he pumps up the football. The Broncos have it. He's inside the 30. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On the move, past the 40. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll run it here with Etienne. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
All right, let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Jaguars. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. The extra point is up and through. And the Jaguars will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now, faking the give. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and get there. Carrying that ball but this is taken in by a teammate.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Decent 24.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And that one's going to get shut down quickly. Tackle made at the 11-yard line. Second down and 8.
Red on red.
To throw is Lawrence. That's caught left side by Burton.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball...
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Hey, Ryan! Silver!
Lawrence. That one taken in by Burton. They get 14 on that hookup. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Hey, Lion, Lion!
Now give on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
On red. Here we go.
Lawrence now. That's over the middle and intercepted. Pick by the rookie out of Wisconsin.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be taken down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive.
Okay, ready?
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Here we go.
Now this looks like a design run, and he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Denver. A try here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts.
Hey, easy,
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Hey, hey.
And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Now Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. He'll return it from the 11. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He'll take a shot with Mims. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
They'll look to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They get 21 on that one. First down, Broncos. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Jacksonville. After this timeout, a successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Greg Dulcich. Touchdown, Broncos. The extra point, up and good. The Broncos will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
Throwing is Lawrence. Open man, it's Davis downfield. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Now a run on first down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Second and 6.
Lisa 24.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, sir.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Red on red. Silver.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. No issues there. This one is good. And the Jaguars cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Broncos 21, Jaguars 10.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but That's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Broncos will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30.
Hey, run!
A first down throw for Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Open man is Davis. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Got a man, it's Thomas. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 3rd and a yard.
Hey, Silver.
They'll try and run for the first with ETN.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run it once more with ETN. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
On the jump. Rip, 23. Here we go.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. They'll look to set up the screen here. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on.
Let's go.
Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back.
He is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Jaguars are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Mims sent in motion here. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Dulcich now brought in motion. It's another run here for Williams. He'll manage only a couple. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Denver.
He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Broncos. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is not close. He missed it wide to the right. No good. And no extra point. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Lisa 24. Red.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
Hey, run. Here we go, son.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That caught by Davis. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn.
Okay, ready? Hey, Lion. Smash.
Up the middle they go. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
And that is incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hot.
Now ETN, and that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Hey. Here we go, son.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And he's going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards. They get 5 there on 4th and 3.
Rip, 23.
Now here's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Ah, the pressure all over him. He goes down again. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains, so 3rd down is not so daunting.
That'll be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here just past the 30.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go. Bronco switch. Bronco.
Drive will start on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment.
Okay, break. Here we go, sack. Hey, smash Bronco.
Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Broncos first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 1st down, it is Williams. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Lisa 24.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but
he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Hey, easy, route.
They'll look to run. It's Etienne. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance. But I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just...
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jaguars are able to cut the deficit to 10. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.